Okay. Well, we're picking up where we left off last video. Well, this is part 2 of the comic corner I did yesterday, which was episode number 3309 and Doubleshot number 3203. Yeah, I'm doing part 2 of this because I was hoping to do this last night, but the thing was, it was getting so late last night, so... And the main reason why I decided to split this to the two videos is not... Now, the usual reason why I would split a video like this into videos is because I get interrupted because dinner is ready. Last night was not the case. No, that was not the reason why. The reason why, because I had been speaking for 30 minutes, and I needed to rest my voice. So, this is something I promised during the video itself. Just got the rest of this book, so here we go. Power Company 8 through 18. Now, the main reason why I decided to instead of doing all 18 issues because of what happens issue 8. So issue 8 opens up with Josiah Power being shot and put into coma and remains there into the final issue. Yep. That's what happens with him. They do kind of investigate who was responsible for it, but I felt as though basically like his being taken out of the series temporarily did nothing for the series. It just, they went on their missions, they attempted to recruit Firestorm, who actually, this is the main reason I picked this book to do after the Firestorm Volume 2. Yeah, they attempted to have him join the team. He's part of the team for a very brief period of time, and then by the end of the series, he resigns. He is the only member who resigns from the group. The only member who actually has left the group is Manhunter. I'll get to the reason why later. But mostly put, it's going in a series of missions, battling bad guys, and that's kind of it. By the way, some of their enemies, one of whom is a group called Strike Force. Yeah, Kurt Busiek basically created this group. Well, actually, no, it was somebody else. Yeah, they were only in the first few issues of the book. There is Shadow Spire. It's like first they're basically battling group people who actually fought other groups. Yeah, they appeared in this group series for one issue. There's also Claus Cornelius, a Blue Beetle villain, who appeared in this book for the final issue. Jordan Kyle. Excuse me. He, of course, appeared in this book for the last issue of the series. Classic Green Lantern villain, Javelin. He appeared in this book for one issue, issue 5. Jacob Horseman. Yeah, who's enemy of Green Arrow and Black Canary, who also appeared only solely in the final issue of the series. Classic Teen Titans villains, Hive. They have a Hive in this book? Yeah, they did. They fought him for one issue, issue 8, and that was it. Dranger, who this guy was the original one. He appeared in the first 3 issues and returned for the final issue of the series. Dr. Polaris, enemy of Green Lantern. He, of course, basically only fought the team issues 9, 12 to 14. Yeah, they actually fought him in these issues. Currently, about 2 years after the book wrapped up. Yeah, I think it's about 3 years. 2 years later, he gets killed in the opening issue of Infinite Crisis. Yeah, he was actually first of these bad guys. It's currently deceased. Then we have Wonder Woman, Dr. Cyber. who only fought Wonder Woman only a couple times in post-Infinite Crisis. Yeah, she only appeared in the first 3 issues, and then she appeared in the last 2 issues of this book. And that was it. Yep, they fought demons. What seems odd for a team that's basically superheroes. I'm trying to find out basically how many issues of this book they actually fought demons. I don't think it was that much. They fought them in 2 issues. Issues 11 and 12. And that was it for the demons. Cadre. A group of Justice League villains. And they fought him for a good chunk of the series. 1, 5, 8, 9, 13, 14. But yeah, good chunk of the series. Black Dragon Society. Guess sometimes they fought them. They only fought them in their debut back in JLA 61. Biomax, who was an original character for the series, and he didn't appear very much. He appeared in issues 6, 8, and 9. And Alan Windsor. He fought them only in the final issue. But what has he been up since then? A lot of whom haven't done very much. Josiah Power is like a lot of them, basically, with the exception of Manhunter and Firestorm. Like Charlie Zoo and Silver Shannon, as soon as the series wrapped up, they were never seen again. Garrison State, as soon as this book wrapped up, he popped up in an issue of Avengers Superman, issue of Superman Batman, and that was it for him. Striker Z. After this book wrapped up, appeared in an issue of Action Comics. He appeared in an issue of Infinite Crisis. And that was it. Yeah, most everybody else either just was... How should I put this? Yeah, where... like 1 or 2 appearances, but a lot of them are pretty much still alive. It's just that the writers of DC Comics probably didn't use them. Manhunter sadly got killed off in the series Manhunter by Mark Andrego a few years after this by Mark Shaw, who was being brainwashed. Firestorm died 1 year after this in Identity Crisis by being stabbed with Shining Knight's sword by the Shadow Thief, and then dying. And then coming back during Blackest Night. And he's currently active in DC Comics right now. Yeah, where first he was sharing a body with Jason Rush, the guy who succeeded him, of course, in the original continuity, in the pre-Flasher continuity. And then Jerry Conway fixed that with the Legends of Tomorrow book, which I'll get to eventually. But I can kind of see why the book got canceled after 18 issues, because you read the book, it's an interesting read, but you can kind of see why. It just probably didn't catch a lot of people. So, it didn't catch their attention, so DC just axed the book. Like, a lot of them don't do much after this. I mean, Josiah Power just recently returned in DC Comics recently. So, It's not a bad series per se, but you might be asking, is this series in Tribute Bay? Excuse me. The answer is no. It does not appear. There's no issues with the series Tribute Bay. The reason I could think of is because there's no demand for it, per se. It's not a series people are basically demanding DC, please put in JP back. It's not people high demand list. It's not a terrible series, per se. It's just that, and I don't think it's Kurt Busiek. Guy's amazing stuff. So, his career was fine. It's not like this book was an embarrassment to him. No. I highly doubt it, especially since he's still very successful to this very day. Tom Grumman himself, who was the artist of this book, he basically is doing perfectly fine. Yep. But not much else to say about this book. I give it roughly 8 out of 10. Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next I'm going to do one more Comic Corner, and then I'm going to start doing my 2 mini anime that I did not get a chance to late yesterday because of me going to Comic Con and getting really late last night, okay? Thanks you. Bye.